Welcome to Rosie Variety TV YouTube channel. We started this series titled Important Question You Must Ask Yourself Before You Bounce into the Next Relationship. Like you will know by now, it takes two to tango. It takes two to make a relationship work. It is better to deal with a mistake before it happens than trying to deal with the consequences of those mistakes. There are issues that arise in a relationship, and these issues are caused by several reasons, such as differences in opinions, values, and preferences. To help you avoid those mistakes, we have come with this series. Today's video will continue with another set of questions you must ask before you go into a relationship with somebody. Before we proceed, don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe to this channel. Also click the bell icon to turn on notifications so you will be notified when a new video drops. You have your pen and journal with you, right? Then let's dive right in. Another important question you should ask yourself is, do our core values and beliefs align? A quick way to answer that is, if you know your own personal code values and beliefs. Let's explain what core values are. What are code values? Core values are simply principles and ideologies that are important and non-negotiable to you. Your core values are principles that define and affect how you live, act, and relate with yourself and the people around you. Examples of core values include honesty, kindness, knowledge, leadership, trustworthiness. If you don't know your core value and beliefs, you will find it impossible to know if you and the other person's values align. To answer the question, first find out what your own core values are. What principles do you hold dear and affect everything you do? List them down. Take notes. Dating somebody whose core values do not align with yours is a recipe for disasters and heartbreak. Core values are like the threads that hold your soul together. Compromising them might affect you and might affect your being. For example, if one of your core values is kindness, it means that you treat everyone you meet with kindness, regardless of their status or position in the society. It means that when dealing with people, even people who have hurt you, you are still kind in your words, even when you are angry. Before you date somebody, watch how the person treats people who are lower than them in status and position. Watch how they speak to people when they are angry. Watch how they speak to the waiter at the restaurant. Watch how they speak to their driver, maid, or their dependents. That is an easy way to know if they value kindness. Is this clear? If someone says they value trustworthiness, pay attention to what they say and what they do. People who have trustworthiness as a code value are also people of integrity. This is because their words and their actions match. You can always trust them to show up when they say they will show up. You can count on them in every situation, and when they make a promise, you can bet on yourself that they will uphold their own part of the bargain. So, find out first if your core values align before you enter into a relationship with them. It is frustrating to deal with people who are not trustworthy. You surely don't want to date people who are unkind and wicked too. Is this clear? That's a question. Does this make sense to you? Let me know in the comment section. All right then, let's get into the next one, which says, am I attracted to the heart, values, and character? This is similar to the previous question. It is not enough to know that your core values align. You have to be sure that you are attracted to those values. If they are kind and trustworthy, do you find it attractive? Do you like how they show kindness to everyone they meet and interact with? Do you like how they are honest in every situation and will never lie no matter what? Do you like how they always like to seek knowledge and read widely? Are you attracted to it? What is their everyday character like? Are they funny, serious, focused, humble, proud, and egotic? Do you find it attractive and love how they behave? This question is important because you might like something but not be attracted to it. You may like people who are funny and have a good sense of humor, but not find them attractive enough to get into a romantic relationship with them. So, if the response to this question is no, then don't bother going into that relationship to avoid stories that touch. Take note. Abort the mission and move on with your life. Is this understood? The final question for this episode is one you should rush to answer. You must ponder on it several times before you answer it. The question is, am I willing to honor our differences? See, either you admit it or not, humans are different. Identical twins are still different in their own ways. Humans have different in ideologies, core values, principles, characters, background, belief. If Even though it is best to date people whose ideologies, values, and principles align with yours, you may not always find people who align with you 100%. True of us. So at this point, what do you do? The wise things to do is to identify the areas where you are different and see if you can compromise on those areas. For example, if you are from a rich background, deciding to date someone from a poor background is clearly a huge difference in ideologies. Poor people have a scarcity mentality about money, while the rich have an abundant mentality about money. This mentality is always show up when it is time to spend, buy for stuff or pay for stuff. Will you be able to acknowledge the differences between your background and ideology and respect the differences? Or will you be always remind them of their poor background anytime there is a money issue? If you believe that a woman should work and earn an income and they believe a woman's position is to stay at home and take care of the children, cook and clean the house, this is a huge difference in ideology that can result in a much bigger problem in the relationship in the future. Will you be willing to find a middle ground between both ideologies? When you find that middle ground, will you honor and respect those differences in ideology throughout the lifespan of your relationship? Differences are banned as long as you choose to interact with people. It is up to you to acknowledge the differences and still go on with the relationship even with the differences. Or you can decide to acknowledge the differences and you refuse to get into a relationship with them. Is this clear? Do you have any questions? Feel free to type them in the comment section below. Did any of these questions resonate with you? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notification so you can be notified when the next episode in this series drops. Thank you for watching. Smile. See you next time. Bye.